Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of the Glow and Grow podcast series presented by Unflawed NYC. I am Yumia, and today's topic, we're going to be talking about how you deal with hate from outside people and even people that's closest to you. Now, this is a little bit of a heavy topic because no one wants to deal with hate at all, but there is a way to deal with it when you are in a new space in your life and you're trying to respond instead of react. So, let's get into today's topic. Hold on. Before we get started though, this episode is sponsored by our product, our Queen's Magic Dream Apple Champagne Body Butter by Unflawed NYC. This body butter is a fan favorite on TikTok Shop. On our website, it has ingredients such as shea butter, avocado butter, and more that is so soothing for the skin all year round. And speaking of glowing and growing, it has you glowing. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to try that for yourself, go to unflawednyc.com or go to Unflawed NYC's TikTok shop and shop for yourself. And now let's get into today's topic. Okay, so when it comes to dealing with hate from outside people or people who's even closest to you, the first thing that you have to really understand and know is that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. That's how it's going to be. You have to get that ingrained in your mind that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You could be doing so well in life, or life could not be going as great. You can be the first in your family to graduate college. You could be the first in your family to have a healthy, successful marriage. You could be the first in your family to lose weight, to gain weight, when you make great achievements for yourself. And you're probably going to have people in your life hating on you for no reason. Some people are going to hate on you because they have some kind of malicious intent against you, and then some people's going to hate on you because they wish they were you, or they just don't like you. And that is okay, because you're not supposed to be for everybody in the first place. I'm sorry to break it to you if you ever think that you're the type of person where you can change yourself up and make yourself appealing to somebody, or if someone's opinion of you affect you in the way you see yourself, thinking that you can change, your body or your hair or whatever like that. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. You can't please everybody. It's impossible to do. So if they're hating on you for whatever you're doing, let them talk. At least they talking about you. You're doing something right. They talking. It's so important that you always keep showing up for yourself, no matter what. You don't want one person's negative opinion about you to affect 10 other people's positive opinions about you. Don't let anyone's opinions get in the way of how you see yourself or what you're doing. Okay, so how do I deal with hate? Personally, for me, Yumia, I would react. So let's say, for example, if someone had a negative opinion about my company or other endeavors like my acting career, whatever that I have going on, and I would usually give a reaction, because people usually want a reaction out of you, but it's important that you do not give them what they want. Do you hear me clearly? Do not give these people what they want. So how do you deal with hate? Personally, for me, I deal with hate gracefully, graciously, and self-sufficiently. Because if I were to put myself in a position, let's say someone saying, oh, I don't like your body, you gotta lose weight. All right, cool. This person, I really look up to them. They say that I need to lose weight, I don't look good enough. I'm going through all these different changes: exercising, excessive dieting, going to a doctor to get on GLP-1, whatever the case may be. And I'm doing so much because this person's opinion is having so much of a hold on my life. And I keep doing that over and over, not just for that reason, but it could be for other reasons, for other people's opinions. I will literally to try to conform to what they want me to do because they don't like what they see. I will become such a miserable person. And you have to make sure that no one's opinions make you feel some kind of way. But that also goes back to our last episodes where I was talking about you doing the inner work and making sure that you do that internal healing, you do that internal growth. You see how God sees you. Your firm foundation is on that. Then you can know, oh, okay, I know how I see myself. I know how I'm going to present myself in the world, so no one can tell me anything about me. And even if they are hating on me, oh well, too bad. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Jesus himself wasn't everybody's cup of tea. So you can't expect you to be everybody's cup of tea. Another thing about dealing with hate is that to deal with hate requires so much confidence and love within yourself that you don't even care. Like, you have absolutely no care in the world because you're in your bag, you're doing your thing, you're living your life, that people's hate won't matter. Hurt people hurt people. Everyone don't have the same life experiences. Everyone don't have the same level of mental, emotional, spiritual, social maturity. So you have to keep those things in mind too when it comes to conversating with certain people, or if someone is having something to say about you, you just have to be very careful and keep that in mind. Like, okay, we don't have the same mind. And another thing, you know how like when we say like you kill them with kindness, which is still good. That goes back to a scripture in the Bible, Romans 12:21. It talks about like, overcoming evil with good. That's similar to like kill them with kindness, and to let go of anger and malicious intent and all the other stuff, and to be compassionate and more kind, because kindness is the fruit of the spirit. You don't want to do the opposite in your grow and growth life journey. And if I could put my example of dealing with hate and, you know, this past year of really locking in with God and seeing how we're supposed to be when it comes to dealing with hate. I remember a couple years back, I was dealing with somebody. My opinion, they were selectively supporting me in things that I've done. They wasn't fully blown supporting me. And the selective things that they wasn't supporting, I feel like they was hating on because either they can't do it themselves or that I'm just the one doing it. Which goes into another point that I have, where it's like they're not mad at you for what you're doing. You know what it is? It's funny because when you're going after your goals and you're doing what you gotta do, and people are talking about you in a malicious way, hating on you. If you're going to school, if you're getting married, if you're moving to a new state, if you're doing content creating, whatever the case may be, it's not the act that people are mad at, is that you're the one doing the act. So a lot of the time when someone's hating on you, it's not just because of, oh, well, I don't like her or I don't like him. A lot of times because you're doing something that they wish that they can do and they can't. And that's kind of like what I went through in this situation with this person. I remember this person asked me like what gift did I want in this particular time of the year, and I noticed with dealing with this person that this person wasn't really supporting me with this company, not the podcast, but the company as a whole, and my other endeavors that I had. And what I really wanted was support. I didn't want a materialistic gift, I just wanted support. You know, this person told me no to my face. They said, no, I'm not doing that. What gift do you want? That hurt it. That hurt it because I had a lot of love for this person. And I supported this person for whatever endeavors they had. Continuing my time with that person until things ended, I noticed that they were very selective on what they wanted to show support on. When they would have conversations with other people regarding me, they wouldn't mention everything about me, just certain things they wanted to mention. And what I got from that was they was envious of what I was doing and that they could not do it, or they just didn't like it and we just wasn't clicking. And it could be both as well. But that's just an example of one kind of hate that I did go through that did hurt, because I'm like, dang, I had so much love for you and you hated on me like that. That's not cute. that's not cool. The hate that comes from the people that's closest to you hurt the most, because those are people that you have the most care for. To go back to what I said earlier about reacting and responding, when you see hate comments or if someone's directly just spewing hate towards you, they want a reaction out of you. They want the, well, I don't know what you're talking about. They want that part. Responding is responding gracefully, graciously, self-efficiently, and killing them with kindness, which is what we're supposed to do. And this is what, you know, God wants us to do. Glow and grow journey with the Lord, learning to be better, to be more mature in ways that I interact with people in certain conversations, good and negatively, God forbid. It's still good to put people in their place though, gracefully. I still do that, but I've done it where like I put someone in their place gracefully. Or sometimes it's even better if you just don't pay any mind to it, ignore it. Some people are just not worth reacting to. It's best if you just be like, you know what, you're not even worth my time. No tea, no shade, but you're just not worth my time. Tell me some ways in the comments how you deal with hate and how you dealt with it before in the past. A takeaway that I would give you to end this topic off is keep showing up for yourself. Keep doing you to where people are still talking about you. I remember watching this clip from Cat Williams when he did his comedy special. I think he said random words of like, if you have 15 haters, figure out how to get to 16 before the summer comes, or something like that. But all in all, that's just very true, because if they hating on you, that means you're doing something correct. If they hating on you for the wrong reasons and you're doing wrong, you need to figure out what you're doing. But that's it for this topic. I thank you so much for tuning in to the Glow and Grow podcast series. Make sure you subscribe before you leave. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for more episodes like this. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at Glow and Grow series, and we will see you in the next video.